Hey Facebook, happy Monday. I am coming at you from my satellite office in which the temperature is a cool 90 degrees. So if my face and my cheeks look red, that's because it is hot, hot, hot. Listen, I'm hopping on here really quick because I have gotten several texts and messages from moms that have daughters that are trying out for a fall sport this week or next week. And they're saying, my daughter is really, really nervous. She doesn't want to mess up. She doesn't want to make a mistake. She wants to impress her coaches. She's worried that everyone else is going to be better than her, this type of stuff. So I just thought I would pop on really quick just to give a tip. When we are going at something, whether it's a job interview or a tryout or going into a situation where we're meeting new people, we really want to focus on what they are going to think of us. So we're really outwardly focused, and we're focusing on something that is not within our control. Because of course, we all know that we cannot control what others think of us, right? We can be fabulous and great and really just wow them with our talent and our skills and our personality. And we can wow a lot of people, and there's always going to be those one or two people who are going to be like, and then we can completely flop and screw up and show up and kind of not have our best day, and people will be like, oh, she was great, I really liked her, I don't know what you're talking about, she was wonderful. So really, the only thing that we can control is the thoughts that we have about ourselves. And we can control what we tell ourselves about ourselves. So my tip for if you are trying out, if you are putting yourself out there, if you are going out and trying to show coaches or show teachers or show bosses or potential employers what you're about, my tip is this. I want you to pretend like you are taking a gift to those people. And the gift that you're giving them is your contribution. It's what you have to give. It's your coachability. It's your positive attitude. It is your skills. It is your knowledge of the game, right? You cannot run out in the next 2 days and become a Olympic level field hockey player. Like, that's not going to happen. And that's not what they're expecting. Especially if you're going into middle school or high school and you're trying out for the first time for high school, let's say. A coach is not going to expect you to know everything. A coach is going to be looking for someone, in fact, who doesn't know everything, because the coach or an employer who's looking to hire someone really wants someone who they can teach and who is willing to learn and who has an understanding that they have more to learn. And in fact, if while you're trying out you make a mistake or you mess up, it is a perfect opportunity to show someone how you can overcome that obstacle or that mistake. How you can not shut down and go hide and cry and say, oh, it's terrible, I bet they hate me, I bet they're not going to put me on the team, but show a well-roundedness of your skills and your talents. And that also includes being coachable, being a good teammate, being an encourager, being someone who's there to support, recognizing that there's things you need to learn and that you're willing to learn, that you're a listener, that you'll hustle. All of those things mean just as much as being able to go out there and do a perfect lift or a perfect pass or dribble the ball flawlessly or chip or whatever, or, whether it's soccer, field hockey, any of these fall sports, any of these sports going into the new school year, coaches and teachers and the grown-ups are going to be looking for girls who are not perfect, but willing to learn, willing to grow, enthusiastic, right? So you have all the control over that. You don't have any control over what people are going to think of you and what they're even going to think of your skills. But when you think about it as, this is my gift, this is what I have to offer, and it's going to come with imperfections, but it also comes with a lot of experience. It also comes with positivity. It comes with a knowledge that I want to learn more. That's why I'm here. Okay? We have a really bad habit of telling ourselves and believing that we need to know things that we don't know. So we get really down on ourselves if we're trying something new and we don't master it like in a second. I don't know where that comes from, but mastering something, getting better at something, growing in a skill comes from messing up and failing over and over and over again. That's how you get better, right? So to have an expectation of yourself that you're going to go out and have this flawless performance and be perfect, or be better than other people out there, that's not the right mindset. Okay, the right mindset is to go out and say, this is my gift, this is my contribution, this is what I have to add to the team, and I would love to be a part of this team. Okay, so that's my big tip. My last tip is this, and these are just like little things that I've picked up over the years. Wear something that's memorable, like a bright colored t-shirt or something. If there's going to be a lot of girls out there and you feel like the coach doesn't know your name, then I would wear something where when she's thinking about you later on and she's thinking about everyone's strengths and what they have to add to the team, she can remember maybe what you were wearing, whether that's a crazy headband or a bright colored t-shirt. That's just one little tip I have. The other tip I have is, if a coach ever asks you what position you play, you can tell them that you have played X position, but that you are willing to learn to play another position, right? You always want to communicate that you have a growth mindset, that you're willing to learn. That's what coaches are looking for, okay? And clearly you do have the capability of learning something new, okay? Also, don't be on your phones. Have positive facial expressions and make eye contact with people. If they ask you to run a mile and it's hot as blazes outside, don't be like, oh, right? You want to have positive body language. You want to communicate that you're open to doing whatever it is that they ask you to do. Okay, the other thing is, take care of your bodies. Take care of yourselves. Get lots of rest. And when you feel those thoughts spinning out of, I'm not going to be good enough, I'm going to be so nervous, I want you to just take a breath, and I want you to list 10 things that you do know. 10 things that you do know, whether it's about your game, whether it's about your personality. I want you to list the 10 things that you know for sure. And I want you to just quiet your mind and tell your brain, no, I know what you're trying to do. I know you're trying to protect me. I know that you want to be on the lookout, but you got to go in and manually flip that switch. Remember, your brain defaults to look out. Something's out to get you. You're going to get hurt. This is going to harm you. Don't try that. You have to go in and manually flip that switch to, I got this. Okay? And one way you can do that is to acknowledge the things that you do know. And when you start listing things, you will be amazed at what you already know. So, remember, walk out on that field with your gift and your contribution. Only you are in control of what you think of you. You cannot control what other people think of you. And when you start to try and perform to what you think other people want to see, then you're going to get all, it's going to be all creepy and weird. So just show up, be you, give what you've got, give 110%, be open, be willing, be coachable, make good eye contact, and you will be golden. Okay, good luck to everybody trying out this week. I can't wait to hear how it all goes. If you need me, you guys know where to find me. Toodles.